this video, I will show you the best and most definitive build for the Astilla for every single tenno in Warframe. My insane Astilla Riven with critical damage, multi-shot and damage, so stay tuned for that, as well as any amazing Warframes that I think pair really well with this weapon. Also, I've noticed that only 3% of people are subscribed to the channel when they watch these videos, so please consider subscribing or leaving a like or helping the channel in any way that you could, as I'd really appreciate it. Without further ado, enjoy the video. Hello boys, this is going to be your comprehensive guide to the Astilla. I know the Astilla Prime is coming out later today on the 25th, 2 PM Eastern time, so watch out for that. But anyway, this is my build for every single person that plays Warframe. Point blank, regular, Hell's Chamber, Chilling Grasp, Blunderbuss, Ravage, Hunter Munitions, Toxic Barrage, and Blaze. I'd say all of these mods are relatively easy to get. I don't even have the Exiler slot unlocked, as I know that's pretty difficult to get for a newer player. Let's show off what this thing can do against level 165 enemies, okay? These are probably the hardest enemies in the entire game, and as long as you have a sentinel with this kind of verglass on it, look at what it can do. It can absolutely destroy the highest level enemies in the game, and this is probably some of the highest armor enemies in the game too. I love the concept behind the weapon. It's like a glass shotgun that shoots glass pellets and shit. It's so fucking cool, man. But anyway, now that we've gone over the easier build, and I'd say everything here is very easy to get and achievable, let's move on to the more endgame build. This is my endgame build. Prime Point Blank, which you get from Barracuda, Hell's Chamber, Astilla, my Riven, the crit damage, multi-shot damage with negative impact, Blunderbuss, Primed Ravage, Hunter Munitions, Toxic Barrage, and Frigid Blast. This is what I would say. I would replace this with Prime Chilling Grasp, okay, and then this is an absolute endgame build, as long as I get the Exiler slot, which I'm going to get with the Astilla Prime. I'm going to release a video on that later today or tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. Let's have a look what this does to level 80 enemies, just for comparison. People that say Rivens do not matter, okay, they're full of bullshit. It absolutely does matter. I know the build is a little bit better, but this absolutely annihilates. Also, I have a friend, Courageous Boss, and he did a video on this against very high level steel path enemies, and it absolutely annihilated them. Okay, let me put this up to level 165. This thing scales very well because of its innate slash and everything. Look at this, still absolutely chunking away the health. It has very good slash procs, good crits, and when it crits, because of my Riven with the crit damage, it hits like an absolute truck. Like you're seeing, that's one shot. Absolutely destroyed, okay? Absolutely destroyed. So as you can see, this weapon is very, very powerful. It came out with Gara and the Vulnus and the Fusilier as well. I have a Fusilier Riven that I'll probably do a video on later down the line. But this is probably my favorite weapon out of the whole bunch. I really like Gara as well. I have a really cool video on the Gara fashion frame that I did with this green glass aesthetic. I think it's really cool. But without further ado, let me show you who I think is the best pairing with the Astilla, at least with a Riven like this. But I'd even say if he had a crit chance Riven as well. In my opinion, it's Harrow, and the reason why is his 4, Covenant. Protect nearby allies with an energy force that absorbs all damage and converts it to a critical chance bonus. For all those under the Covenant, headshots are amplified even further. That is absolutely insane with the Astilla, especially with this Riven. Look at the crit multiplier, 5.9 times, that's extremely high, and then it has a 32.3% crit chance. So it's going to get up to probably exceeding 100%. This is probably why I've done a bit of experimentation. This is what the best build I'd say for him is. Arcane Energize and Arcane Rage for this specific weapon. I use Energy Siphon in the Aura slot. I use Power Drift in the Exiler slot. Rolling Guard for that little invincibility, that extra invincibility, because this also makes you invincible. Gladiator Finesse to help you against really high level enemies and give you that extra chance to not die. Blind Rage, Prime Continuity, Umbral Intensify, Augur Secrets, Narrow-Minded, and Prime Flow. And let me show you guys what this build does. I would say it's probably It's quite hard to use, quite an end-game build, but I'd say it's very, very strong. The main tactic you want to do is go in with your 4, absorb all their bullets, and kill as many of them as you can. I can't talk today. And use your 2 to boost the fire rate, okay? Now, as you're seeing, they're getting absolutely destroyed. When it runs out, I'm going to use my rolling guard for more invincibility, okay? And then, that's all of them dead. But I also had gladiator finesse as that little bit of extra protection, and as you can see, when I combine this with rolling guard and just playing well, dodging enemy attacks and stuff like that, it's very, very strong. You saw I was getting like red crits there, I was getting orange crits easily over 100%, easily, and it's very, very strong. On top of that, you can also use whatever this is called, durable, and it gives you energy on kill, which is just going to make it even easier. Also, I would recommend with the Astilla to hip fire, as I think it's a bit easier than with aiming down sights due to its shotgun nature, and you can also do that to avoid death as well a lot of the time. As you can see, it has a good stagger and good slash procs. This thing with Harrow can go up against any level of content and kill enemies extremely quickly, especially if I have my Sentinel on as well. I didn't even show it with the Sentinel. Anyway, that was your comprehensive guide on the Astilla. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, as I'll be releasing even more in the future, and hope you guys are looking forward to the Astilla Prime as much as I am. Peace out.
This time you crossed the line.